Hi there, I'm Josh. Welcome to Air Conditioner Lab, where we review a wide range of home appliances and HVAC products to help you find the right brand for your needs. In this video, I'll be counting down my top 5 dehumidifiers for bathrooms. Even in well-ventilated spaces, steam and excess moisture can quickly lead to mold, mildew, and water damage. A compact dehumidifier can make a huge difference in keeping things dry, safe, and fresh. One thing to note before I begin is that dehumidifiers are measured in ppd, or pints per day. This is the maximum amount of moisture that the unit is capable of removing from the air within a 24-hour period. All product models and links are listed in the description below. Let's jump into my top 5 dehumidifiers for bathrooms. Starting off the list at number 5 is the Pro Breeze, a compact and ultra-portable dehumidifier that's ideal for tiny bathrooms, RV setups, campers, or any space where humidity is a concern. But there's just not a lot of room to work with. The Pro Breeze removes up to 3.1 pints of moisture per day, which is the smallest capacity on my list. But it's more than capable of keeping the air dry and comfortable. If you've got a bathroom that doesn't get super steamy or has decent ventilation already, this could be all you need. Because of its size, the water tank is pretty small and needs to be emptied manually, ideally daily if you're using it in a more humid space. Now, one of the biggest perks of the Pro Breeze is how quiet and energy efficient it is. You can run it overnight or during a shower without it drawing much power or making a fuss. And at around $70, it's one of the most affordable options out there. I've even packed the Pro Breeze in a suitcase when traveling. It's that compact. Perfect for keeping a small space dry without overcomplicating things. At number 4, I've got the Shinko, a budget-friendly 30-pint dehumidifier that's great for bathrooms where showers are used regularly and humidity builds up fast. Now, 30 pints per day is usually the smallest capacity I recommend for a high-moisture environment like a bathroom. The Shinko dehumidifier is technically rated for spaces up to 1,500 square feet, but keep in mind, these ratings don't always translate when you're putting it in a small but super humid space like a bathroom. What matters more here is how aggressively it can remove moisture, and in that regard, the Shinko does a solid job. One thing to be aware of is the small water tank, which holds just under 3 pints. So unless you want to be emptying it constantly, I recommend using the gravity drain hose option and running it directly into your sink or shower drain. It doesn't have a built-in pump, but for most bathroom setups, gravity draining should work just fine. A standout feature of the Shinko model is the activated carbon filter. That gives you an extra layer of odor control, which is always a nice bonus in a damp bathroom. The filter does need to be replaced about every 6 months, and replacements cost around $30, so that's something to factor in. Still, at around $115, the Shinko dehumidifier is a great value for a 30-pint unit with this kind of performance, especially if you're sensitive to musty, stale smells and want to improve air quality as well as reduce moisture. In the middle of the pack, I have a model from Wacar, a 34-pint dehumidifier that offers a nice balance of capacity, simplicity, and price, especially for folks who want a set-it-and-forget-it style unit. The Wacar dehumidifier is rated for spaces up to 2,000 square feet, though again, that kind of coverage isn't really relevant when we're talking about high-moisture environments like bathrooms. At 34 pints, it's more than capable of handling steam-heavy spaces. The tank on this model is slightly larger than the one on the Shinko, holding a little over 5.25 pints, but you'll still be emptying it fairly often if you don't use the gravity drain option, which I definitely recommend to make this unit low maintenance. What makes the Wacar stand out is its user-friendly design. It has an intuitive touch panel, simple humidity controls, and just 2 fan speeds, so there's no need to fiddle with a bunch of settings. You can basically plug it in and go, which is one reason this model is such a popular dehumidifier with homeowners who just want something that works without the fuss. The Wacar typically retails for around $175, which is a great price for a large capacity bathroom dehumidifier that's this easy to use. Taking the number 2 spot is the Medea Cube, which is by far the most versatile dehumidifier on my list and one of my personal favorites. The Medea Cube is rated at 50 pints per day and designed to cover up to 4,500 square feet, which again, I'd call a stretch. Still, it's definitely overkill for a small bathroom, but in the best way possible. If you're dealing with serious humidity, poor ventilation, or a bathroom that never seems to dry out, this unit has you covered. One of the coolest things about the Medea Cube is its nested design. You can run it expanded for max capacity or nested for compact use, especially handy when using the built-in pump. The 16-foot drain hose gives you the flexibility to move water up and out, even to a high drain or sink, which makes it an excellent choice for bathrooms where gravity draining isn't an option. The Medea Cube is closer to $300, but the extra cost comes with some great tech features, including Wi-Fi connectivity and Alexa compatibility. I know some people think an app for a dehumidifier sounds like overkill, but everyone I know who's used it absolutely loves the remote control and smart alerts, especially for things like tank cleaning reminders or changing humidity settings without having to leave your couch. With a quiet 48 decibel rating, strong performance, and smart home features, the Medea Cube is one of the most fully featured models out there and a top choice if you want power and convenience in one package. At number 1 is the HomeLabs 50-pint dehumidifier, the most premium and most powerful option on this list, and the one I personally use in my home. This HomeLabs model is rated for up to 7,000 square feet, which sounds impressive, but let's be honest, a 50 ppd capacity isn't going to dry out your entire house. That said, in the room it's placed, and even nearby areas, this unit absolutely delivers. HomeLabs includes a built-in pump, a 12.8-pint tank, and it's Energy Star certified, making it a top choice for larger bathrooms or areas with heavy moisture buildup. You can also hook it up for continuous drainage, though the hose is sold separately. Like the Medea Cube, the HomeLab offers Wi-Fi and app control, which I found surprisingly helpful for reminders to empty or clean the unit. It runs at around 55 decibels, which is similar to a bathroom fan, and while it's a bit bulky at 26 inches deep, the wheels and handles make it easy to move. At around $330, the HomeLabs definitely has a premium price tag. But if you need serious dehumidifying power with a few smart extras, this one is tough to beat. And there you have it, my top 5 dehumidifiers for bathrooms, whether you're working with a tiny guest half bath or dealing with full-blown steam after daily showers. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like it and subscribe to this channel. Also, check out the information in the description box below. This includes all product links plus our most up-to-date article on airconditionerlab.com. See you next time.